special edition of KBO Baseball. It's back. It's been back the past 2 weeks. I've been waiting to gather more research, more stats to accumulate on certain players. We do have new players and pitchers for KBO. Some of minor league players from the MLB have moved on to KBO. So I've been studying the last 2 weeks on certain pitchers. So you can see not many of the props are up yet. Price Picks usually does this with KBO. For MLB, usually they post all the pitchers. But for KBO, it's a little bit tricky. I learned from last year that they don't post all the props for pitchers. They only post the ones that are in between, a 50-50 chance. So let's get started. Hopefully we hit on our first slip. It is the third week, starting the third week of KBO action. So let's get started. I do have 4 pitcher props and 1 hitter prop. And first one we're going to take is Ricardo Sanchez. And I'm going to be taking his strikeouts to go over. He's had 2 starts this season. Both starts 8 strikeouts each. He's only allowed 1 run in the past 14 innings in his 2 starts. ERA under 1. I expect him to get at least 6 strikeouts in this one against Doosan. The 2 games prior he had before this starts is against a better opponent than Doosan Bears. So I think he's going to go over 5 strikeouts against Doosan. Worst case scenario pushes, but I think I have him projected to go 6 strikeouts in this one. Second one we taken is Sang Bak, and we're going to be taking his hits allowed. This is the last place team going against NC Dino's first place team. So I think he's going to have a hard time. I have him projected to allow 7 hits in this one against the NC Dinos. Sang Bak is playing for the KT Wiz. They're in last place right now, unfortunately. But they're playing the NC. It's going to be a tough matchup for him, so I have him going over hits allowed. Next up, I'll be taking is a new pitcher for the Kia Tigers, and I'll be taking James Nailey. And I'm going to be taking his more hits allowed at 5. He is 2-0. He has an ERA of 0.75. He's had 2 great starts, but he's allowed 5 hits in both of those starts. He is going against a better opponent, a playoff opponent from last season, the LG Twins. The 2 prior opponents he has faced, they were a lesser opponent than the LG Twins, so I think he's projected to get 6 hits allowed in this one. I still think he's going to have a quality start. He is 2-0, but I still think he's going to allow more than 6 hits in this one. So we're taking James Nailey over hits allowed. Fourth one we'll be taking is Nang Yoon An, and we took him quite a bit last season. And for him, we're going to be taking his strikeouts at 5. He's a very similar to Blake Snell. He allows a lot of walks, but he is a high strikeout pitcher. Going against the Samson Lions, both teams are on the bottom tier of the standings right now. So I'm going to be taking more on his strikeouts. The only reason I have for this one is he might have a push just for the fact that he does allow a lot of walks. In his first start, he had 3 strikeouts. In his last start, he had 10 strikeouts. So I'll be taking the more on his 5 strikeouts against the Samsung Lions. And my final one will be a hitter prop, and it's going to be a hits, runs, and RBIs. And I'm going to be taking Koo Ja Wook for 2 hits, runs, and RBIs. Worst case scenario pushes, but I think he usually gets 4 or 5 at bats. Bats at the top of the lineup. He is batting .280 right now. Usually he's a 300 hitter. So I'll be taking the over on his hits, runs, and RBIs. These are my top 5. You mix and match. Pick your favorite. The good thing about this, we do have a lot of push equity. As you can see, a lot of the even at 5 and 2. So we do have push equity. So pick your favorite. I like all of them evenly. I think probably my favorite one will be Ricardo Sanchez over strikeouts. Just for the fact he's having a heck of a start to the season. 15 innings pitched. He's only allowed 1 run. Both teams striking out 8. I expect him to go over 5 in this one. So good luck. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Appreciate the support. I will try to have a video every night before the KBO games. I'll see you guys in the next one.